God had a face, what would it look like and would you wanna see it? What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger among us, trying to make his way home. Back up to heaven all alone. No one to call him on the phone, except for star seeds from the Middle Path Mystic channel. Of course, God has someone to talk to. It's got you. God had a face, what would it look like? What if God was one of us? 111, that beautiful song by Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette may be coming up for you. Hello, and welcome to me back. I've been out of commission for about a week. Just some dental attention and recovery. And yeah, here we are. Alanis Morissette coming through with the message of, what if God was one of us? If he had a face, what would it look like? Would you want to see it? Perhaps, we say seeing is believing, but we all know in our hearts that believing is seeing. And before we were ever given the pathways, the right to see aspects of God, it is up to us to believe that God is one of us, that God is... Ooh, something doesn't want me to get this message out. Oh. You are part of God. You are an extension of source energy. You are not separate. We're all given that divine blueprint. Some choose to forgo it, to sully it, to dirty their life force energy. But here you are coming to understand that God is one of us. In fact, God is all of us, all of everything. Calling in the angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Take a deep breath in. Hold. All the way out. Long breath out. 3, 6, and 9 may be popping up for you today. Receive. 3, 6s, and 9s out there. What do we need to know, see, and hear for our beautiful light workers, forebears, change harbingers of change, starseeds, shamans, mystics, light workers? And it is my hope that if you found this channel, that you are in the stages of healing, and I can help you, assist you to move through the stages of spiritual awakening and spiritual healing. Joy, to find your spark again. I started this channel for this purpose, to help both myself, and through that process, to embrace in others with the essence of joy, of finding that spark of God within. Joy is in the journey because God is always with you. 4, 5, 6. Joy could be Hearing, another name for God. 27 may be significant. We got the Merkaba. Metatron's cube here. Divine masculine energy. Also, we've got that core of the Divine Mother coming through in this ruby red light. Also, all of this gorgeous fractalized imagery here representing the interconnectedness of the true nature of God, of life. And our final card underneath is Let Go. So the two cards underneath are representing the energy that applies to anyone who stopped in to find this reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. These two cards, if you tuned in, should resonate with you. There's a time to let go of something. It's time to cut ties with the old way of thinking, to do the work, pen to paper, to empty the mind. Oh, do you see these eyes? Wow. The sword forms like a face and eyes. Archangel Michael here comes through with the sword of Excalibur, the sword of truth. Maybe calling in truth, calling in clarity. Perhaps we just received some clarity about what it is we need to let go, that's withholding joy from our life. Or in the way, you could say. Insights. You're receiving insights about how divine, dynamic you are as a human being, but also divine through meditation. So we've been meditating. Spirit sees the effort we're putting in. And how are you feeling? Let me know in the comments how meditation is going for you. If you need, a hand, come into a private session and we can meditate together. We can design a personalized meditation for you, which can be sent to your inbox. You are the universe. You are God. As these two beings stand at the golden pearly gates of heaven, as they say, and we've got Archangel Mary welcoming, Mother Mary welcoming you into the universe, reminding you that you helped create the universe. You are an essential part of the universe, and the universe is reflected within and around you. You are the universe. What a gorgeous card. I love this city of gold in Tartaria. If you know, you know. Cities of light, Lumeria, Atlantis. Wow, I'm almost like seeing this as like a gate opening up. Like, none of us really knows what, in some ways, what the Earth split, the ascension, flashpoint, the turning point is going to look like. And for all we know, it could be like the skies opening up to golden cities in different realms appearing before our eyes. You are the universe. Tap into it. Visualize yourself connected to the universe. Yes, this would be a great meditation to visualize ourselves connected to the universe. Sounds like a meditation for Anthony, the Middle Path Mystic, to make. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, shares, hypes, and subscribing to this channel if you're not already subscribed. If you are, I appreciate it so much. I feel your gratitude, and I feel your ambition this time as we gear up in Aries season and step fully into the age of Aquarius. So look into opening the lotuses of the chakras and finding meditations that help to open the lotus. We can also do this in this upcoming meditation. Looks like I've got a blossoming lotus meditation that helps us to visualize ourselves as part of the universe, being called out here. Remembrance. It's time for you to remember. You're in a stage of remembrance. This is the recoding, the reintegration. We're receiving the downloads, the keys, the codes, and you have managed to open a portal and need only step through and to see yourself stepping through this energetic portal into the gates of unity, of remembering that you are part of the universe. You are part of all the cycles. Seeing like the Mayan calendar here. And reminding us too of our connection to our highest self, to the fabric of the universe, 369, the numerical unfolding, the mathematical remembrance, mathematical membranes, the web, soul mating. So you are soul mating. Interesting. Calling in soulmates through the cosmic heart. As you learn to connect with the universe, to see yourself as part of the universe, you align with soulmates. When you align with knowing that you are the universe and visualize on that, you will see through the cosmic heart that we are all soulmates. We are all mates of the same universal soul that really just believed it's separate and thus created a universe in which we experience it to be so. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Gives Taurus energy, slow and steady wins the race. Taking one step at a time. Our final card out is sensitivity. Really being drawn to this white flower here too as well. So flowers being significant, roses. This crystalline flower really here. Not really a flower I recognize if it's even supposed to. We have this divine blue energy permeating this reading as well. The blue ray. Healing the voice, healing truth of the blue ray. Call on the blue ray and Mother Mary, as well as Mary Magdalene of the red ray, of the red rose, to help ground in and heal our connection to this universal connection. You are sensitive at this time, and your sensitivity allows you to hear, I'm hearing to visualize. You know, some of you may, yes, some of your stronger clairs, as they call them, which I believe everybody has all of the senses, all of the clair senses. They just are more tuned into one or the other. Some of you, your strongest clair at this time is with visualization, clairvoyance. Right, sensitivity, and let it go. If you've been feeling extra sensitive, remember not to ruminate for too long. You know, it's okay to look at what's coming up, but now's the time to find joy to the best of our abilities here. Mahatma energy. Interesting. as this comes through in like all of these cards, this pillar of light, Mahatma energy. This is that God source energy. This is connected to Buddhist enlightened masters. We've got the Holy Grail, and we've got a sanctuary, that inner sanctuary. We even got roses in the background. So red roses really being significant here. Mother Mary. Build your light body. Accelerate your ascension. So as you build your light body, your body of light, your body of lightness. Cut my nails and I can't pick these cards up. Wow. Joy. Bringing in joy, the light of joy. Call an Archangel Joy. An Archangel Jophiel would love to help to accelerate your ascension. 29 being significant, and the unicorns. This is the magic of the unicorn deck. We all have personal unicorns. We all have personal guides. Especially starseeds, light workers. Not that it makes them special, but the unicorns are soulmates in this kingdom, this journey toward magic. Enter the magic. The unicorns are inviting you into magical thinking, magical visualizing, to visualize this Mahatma energy. You can see this Mahatma energy, the spiraling of the DNA, the awakening of the Kundalini. Spiritual energy is growing in you at this time, as it rises with spring, as we rise with Aries season, and as we rise with the light. The light is winning, regardless of what it's, it doesn't look like it is in the 3D representation. But if you really look at it, and if you've done enough shadow work, you can see exactly where it's taking us. Live in the now and seize the moment. Yeah, let go of the past. When you let go of that weight of the past, when you allow ourselves to be freed, to be lighter, to activate your light body, to eat lighter things, to take on less energy, less dense energy, to transmute that old dense energy. Seize the moment. Seize the moment to share in joy, to share in joyous expression. Perhaps I'm hearing even, make that confession that you've been wanting to make to somebody. Enter the magic is number 6. Yeah, 3, 6, 9. Lots of, we got 15 makes 6, 13, 11, and 34. 19 makes 1. We are in a 1 year. We have been in this cocoon of light since the beginning of December 2025. This cocoon, this winter here in the Northern Hemisphere at least, astrologically a period of winter of cocooning, and you're getting ready to become the butterfly. We become the butterfly many times along the path. This can get confusing when you get messages like, all right, you're ready to come out of the cocoon again. But butterflies have relatively short lifespans. And this metaphor works because of that, because we often go through cycles where we do have to retreat and go into meditation, insight, visualization, into a state of remembrance. It was in that cocoon of light where you remembered. And now's the time to rest in perfect oneness, to understand unity, oneness, to find joy in connectedness once again. Perhaps we've been wanting to feel reconnected with soulmating, calling in soulmates. In order to call in soulmates, hard truth here, you got to make room, let go of what doesn't fit in the soul tree. Underneath, we got the soul tree. I wasn't gonna touch on it. I kept seeing it as I picked this card up, but totally ties in here. You know, cutting away the branches that don't serve the growth of your soul tree. And also, this is opportunity to understand that all of humanity is part of that tree of God, of creation. Think of it as the tree in the story of Adam and Eve. Open to abundance, number 8. Allow yourself to open to abundance, to feel the flow, and gaze into your heart, gaze into a new start, into the portal of your most joyous life expression. Believe you deserve and accept plenty and prosperity. So we've been working on acceptance this year, through a whole period of acceptance during Mercury retrograde. Can you use that power of acceptance to accept abundance? Plenty and prosperity are your divine birthright. Remember your birthrights here. The unicorns and the angels are telling us. The violet flame. Yes, working with the violet flame can be so powerful. You can call it in at any time you're feeling something come up that's ready to be released, or energies that aren't ours. If we're finally ready to stop carrying other people's energy, to free ourselves onto our own journey, onto our true path purpose. We've got the badger, the owl, the squirrel, of course our gorgeous violet flame unicorn there with the violet hair. You may have violet hair, 2222, or considering changing, because 2s are about change. Changing your relationship to what doesn't serve you as well. Transmute all that is not love. The violet flame, yeah, we were talking about transmuting. Call on the violet flame, Archangel Michael, and the blue flame to help you to let go, to release. And remember not to punish ourselves. We are sensitive beings. Spirit sees that you are a sensitive being and asks that you not punish yourself, but stand in your power in the face of seeing the devil card, you know, the addictions, the dependencies, the toxic ego, the toxic masculine and feminine energies. I'm going to make a video on that very soon, addressing this idea of matriarchy, patriarchy from my life perspective. And yeah, we have this, well, matriarch standing here, this queen, holding a sword of truth and holding her light with power. You are ready to bring about positive change. Be intense with your intentions to, be passionate about your vision, being intense, that glance of intensity and, the sharpness of the blade. Bring about positive change to your mindset, to your sense of personal power, which comes with self-worth and self-belief. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness is freedom for you. Perhaps we've been holding on to even things that we've forgiven others for, but find it hard to forgive ourselves as light workers who sometimes dip into that people-pleasing, more of a manipulative shadow aspects of being a light worker, of a empath. And that can leave us in a place of not wanting to forgive ourselves for the part that we play in what we welcome into our life. And 25 on the timer, it's time to make a choice, number 7, to claim back your foundations, to come out of the shadows of rumination, of punishing yourself, and step out into the light again. The unicorns are empowering you to unfuck yourself, to unblock yourself, block your heart here, flow some joy back into your life. Lightning bugs or bioluminescence, maybe significance here, the ball and the chain coming through. We're talking about the devil card. Bondage, ball and chain. Forgiveness is freedom. Let go now. You can let go now. And that's not, I'm really not saying you've got to let it go, because that is like the most considerate, rude thing people can say to, especially someone in a healing space, whether it's a spiritual healing journey or not. To say you need to let it go is so rude, guys. Don't do that to people. Everyone gets to be where they are. Cosmic Sapphire. Sharpening your truth. Connecting to universal truths here of unity, purity, and love. Positive change. Plenty and prosperity. Act with honor and integrity. It's time to speak your truth. Truth is the doorway to a cleared four-way, like four-way to your porch, the porch to your new life, the porch to how you view your life. Your porch you could see as the glasses through which you see life, the lens. Your front porch of the home. For example, the Cosmic Sapphire, number 33. We've got 11 and 33. 111, maybe seen. 369. 639, combination of. Let's grab some quick tarot on this reading, and we'll wrap her up. Let's see what we got from the Magic Seer Tarot. Magic Seer Tarot. Look at that, I get resin on my cards sometimes. They are imperfect, perfectly imperfect, just like you, as you are a part of God. Yeah. We're moving through this scarcity, this, there's a heavy amount of scarcity, lack, unworthiness, revealing itself through the injustices in the world. And the best you can do is to let go of these traps, these mental traps and spaces within you, and get moving forward. Even if you may be bringing some of the old belief systems with, that you're moving forward. We're searching for sovereign lands with the Six of Swords. And however, we just gotta recognize that it may be impeding our view or weighing down people around us. If we're caught up in stories and timelines, beliefs that aren't serving us any longer, mind, your soulmates, our soul family wants to find us, but we have to be in the frequency, which requires us to let go, to put to rest, Death card, whatever is keeping us from moving forward. 8 of Wands, forward momentum, Aries season. As we unalive the old ways, the old dogmas, what is called patriarchy. I like to call toxic patriarch. Toxic patriarchy, let's get it straight, because there can be positive patriarchal archetypes, just as there can be negative or positive, toxic or healed matriarchs. And I just find it funny that people think that matriarch automatically implies that it's going to be 100% positive or 100% healing, and it's gonna fix all the things. So you're coming into a realization here, illumination here. This is a success celebration, moving into sunnier days. Perhaps some of us are moving to sunnier weather, looking forward to growing some sunflowers even. Interesting enough, this reminds me of the matrix that is in part connected to the sun. To that masculine energy. But this is with the sun, there's that stoic, we're bringing back the stoic masculine, the risen masculine, the Christed consciousness. Yes, the rise of the feminine energy is important. Yes, it's time for it to come out of our old stuck ways. From, the dog barking, accentuating, shadow at our heels at this time. The dogs are barking. Which dog are you going to choose? The chariot and its two dog represents, choice of being led by the heart or being led by fear. So ask yourself what you're being led by when you choose to walk away from something. But also allowing our intuition, our heart, to allow us to go looking for that missing cup. This 8 of Cups, none of the cups are spilled. And so we may not necessarily be burning all of our bridges and canceling everyone from our past, leaving it all behind, but perhaps we're just really looking for something more than the scarcity that we've experienced, the stuckness, the lack. And it's funny how that looks like a Christmas tree to me. Top down, maybe I wonder if that has to do with why they use Christmas trees. I don't know. To keep people in that top down grid. And yeah, we may have others, knocking at our door at this time. And just being reminded to, that you are sensitive, to let go of anyone that's trying to keep us in the past or keep us from moving out of this place of fear, lack, security. Yeah, those people trying to screw with you. This is the crabs in the bucket. When crabs see a crab getting pulled out of a bucket, they'll pull it back in. Just because they're not going anywhere, essentially. A lower frequency of cancer there, pulling others into the depths of their own emotions and mental traps. You're ready to be free, fool, to try new things, to have a beginner's mindset, to travel lightly and trust your familiars, your companions, to step out into the light of the sun, into the light of joy. You're ready to speak your truth, and freedom comes with forgiveness. Forgiveness is freedom. This fool is looking directly at uncored relationships, so someone needs to hear this. uncord the relationships, even if you think, call for a break in the old patterns. Even if you think that there's still room for that person in your life, you can always uncord the old connection in order to bring about a better connection. A little extra for anyone who's stuck around. The strength card. It's kind of a long one got going on here, but that's all right. Yeah, the remembrance, how strong you are, the strength of integrity. You are strong enough. It's going to take courage to squash our fears and remember that we are infinite beings, that this is all temporary, that we are more than our physical bodies. But it's time to make a choice to walk through that portal into remembrance, into and out of the cocoon, through the vaginal canal of life, Two of Wands, to step in and to make the choice to choose a heart-led purpose, a heart-led path. Page of Cups also reminds us to watch out for, he's talking to that fish in the cup. So your emotions may have a lot to say at this time. Allow yourself to listen to it, to be present, and listen to whatever emotions are getting stirred up by the fiery Aries energy and all the transitions that are going on. There's so much going on, I can't even list it all for you. Especially in the last week, as much changes in a week, and this year is just racked up with cosmological influences, and hefty ones at that. Yeah, it's letting go of the old cage of the mind, the feeling of trappedness, unworthiness. And the funny thing about this card always is that that blindfold is loosely covered. Those bindings aren't even keeping you there. You're not stuck as you think you are. Even these swords will rust and wear away over time. Remember that you're part of this kingdom of the divine in the background. You'll also be leaving behind a place. As we leave behind, sometimes it's best to leave behind places in search of something that brings more reciprocity, more balance to our life. So I hope this found you on a lovely altitude today. The Six of Pentacles reminding us to reach for balance, to allow yourself to receive in the ways that you give. Give to yourself in the way that you give to others. So what if God is one of us? What if God is one of you? Love you. Namaste.